Imagine walking alone on a deserted road, the only sound being the creaking of trees and the faint rustling of leaves. Suddenly, you stumble upon a chilling discovery that will change everything. A discovery that will lead you down a dark path of suspense and intrigue, where the lines between good and evil are blurred, and the truth is hiding in the shadows. You find yourself standing at the edge of a forest, the trees towering above you like sentinels. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. A faint mist rises from the ground, casting an eerie gloom over the landscape. As you walk down the deserted road, the silence is oppressive, punctuated only by the occasional hooting of an owl or the distant rumble of thunder. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched, that unblinking eyes are trained on you from the darkness. And then, you see it, a fleeting glimpse of something that makes your heart skip a beat. A piece of fabric caught in a bush, a glint of metal in the undergrowth, or a faint footprint in the dirt. It's a discovery that will set you on a path from which there's no return, a path that winds deep into the heart of darkness and despair. As you draw closer to the discovery, your heart begins to pound in your chest. You can feel the adrenaline coursing through your veins, heightening your senses and making you more aware of your surroundings. The air is thick with tension, and you can't shake the feeling that you're being pulled into a nightmare from which you may never awaken. The discovery itself is shocking, a brutal reminder of the darkness that lurks within human hearts. A body lies on the ground, cold and unresponsive, with no signs of life. The eyes are frozen in a permanent stare, the skin pale and clammy to the touch. You can't help but wonder what led to this moment, what twisted sequence of events culminated in this tragic end. And as you stand there, frozen in horror, you realize that you're not alone. You're being watched, and the watcher is waiting for you to make your next move. The investigation is a complex and twisted web of clues and suspects, with each new discovery leading to more questions than answers. You're drawn into a world of forensic science and psychological profiling, where the smallest detail can make all the difference. The detectives are racing against time to uncover the truth, to unravel the tangled threads of evidence and reconstruct the events surrounding the crime. But as they dig deeper, they begin to realize that nothing is as it seems. The suspect's alibi is shaky at best, and the victim's past is marked by secrets and lies. The more you learn, the more you realize that the truth is hiding in plain sight, waiting to be uncovered. And as you follow the investigation, you can't help but wonder what other secrets are lurking just beneath the surface, waiting to be exposed. Just when you think you've grasped the truth, a new revelation throws everything into chaos. The suspect's DNA is found at the crime scene, but it's not the only DNA present. A second, unknown DNA sample is discovered, casting a shadow of doubt over the entire investigation. The detectives are faced with a daunting task to identify the owner of the unknown DNA and determine their role in the crime. As they dig deeper, they uncover a web of deceit and betrayal that goes far beyond a simple murder. The victim's past is marked by secrets and lies, and the killer may not be the only one with a motive. You're left wondering what other surprises are in store, what other secrets will be revealed as the investigation unfolds. The aftermath of the crime is a complex and emotional landscape, with families torn apart by grief and anger. The community is left reeling, struggling to come to terms with the senseless violence that has been perpetrated. As you walk through the streets, you can feel the weight of the tragedy bearing down on you, the sadness and despair that hangs in the air like a pall. The victim's family is left to pick up the pieces, to try and rebuild their shattered lives. But as they struggle to move on, they're faced with a daunting question: will justice be served, or will the killer go free? The investigation may be over, but the true test of justice is only just beginning. And as you stand there, watching the family's pain and suffering, you can't help but wonder what the future holds, what other challenges and obstacles will arise as they seek to find closure and healing. As you look back on the case, you're left with more questions than answers. The investigation may be over, but the true extent of the killer's crimes may never be fully known. The suspect's motives, the victim's secrets, and the true nature of the crime all remain shrouded in mystery. But one thing is certain: the impact of the crime will be felt for years to come, a reminder of the darkness that lurks within human hearts. The community will never be the same, the families will never be whole again, and the memory of the victim will haunt the streets forever. And as you stand there, reflecting on the case, you can't help but wonder what other secrets are lurking in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. What other crimes are being perpetrated, what other lives are being destroyed, and what other families are being torn apart by violence and tragedy. The darkness is out there, waiting to strike, and it's up to us to shine a light into the shadows, to uncover the truth and bring justice to those who have been wronged. As you finish watching this video, you're left with a haunting question: what other secrets are lurking in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered? What other crimes are being perpetrated, what other lives are being destroyed, and what other families are being torn apart by violence and tragedy? The darkness is out there, waiting to strike, and it's up to us to shine a light into the shadows, to uncover the truth and bring justice to those who have been wronged. So, like and comment below with your theory, and don't forget to subscribe for more true crime content. Together, we can uncover the truth and bring justice to those who have been wronged. But be warned, the truth is not always easy to hear, and the darkness is always waiting to strike. So, beware, and always be vigilant, for in the world of true crime, nothing is ever as it seems.